Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be sharing my experiences comparing two popular health and wellness products, the Stand-up Infrared Sauna and the Infrared Sauna Blanket. Now I've already done a full review upon my stand-up home infrared sauna by Coils. The link will be in the description of this video, but I also have here a brand new HeatPod Sauna Blanket version 2 by the HYDRAGUN company, and I'll be sharing my experience with that with you. If you're in the market for something that provides heat therapy, but you can't decide between a stand-up sauna or a sauna blanket, then this is the video you need to watch. My name is John and this is Gel Reviews. Let's get started. Please subscribe. So let's first take a look at the HeatPod Sauna Blanket by HYDRAGUN. So what I have here, brand spanking new. This comes with the HeatPod Sauna Blanket, comes with a remote control unit. This particular version also came with a towel insert, headrest pillow, a footrest. Both of these are made out of vegan grade leather, and it comes with a product manual. Now it all arrives in a high quality premium box, comes with their carry case, and everything packs into it really nicely and can be transported very easily. So that's everything that comes with the HeatPod Sauna Blanket. The blanket itself is a premium feeling product. It has a large format zipper down one side, which is very smooth and easy to open and close. It weighs 8.5 kilograms and simply has that high quality feel to it. The blanket works with what is called far infrared heating coils, and that's what radiates heat directly to your body. And the heating coils emit zero EMF or electromagnetic fields, and that's a big consideration with all infrared saunas. The temperature range on the HeatPod is variable between 30 to 85 degrees Celsius, which is plenty for a great sauna session. The remote control has a timer function from 5 to 60 minutes, and it will turn off the HeatPod when time is up. The supplied pillow and footrest give it that bit of extra comfort whilst you have your sauna session. And the towel insert captures your body's perspiration, making cleanup of the blanket even easier. And when you're done, the HeatPod packs up into the storage bag easily. Overall, the HeatPod Sauna Blanket is actually a really nice product that works extremely well and has a high quality premium feel to it. I've tested it for a few weeks now against my stand-up sauna, and now I'll talk about the differences between them, the pros and the cons, and hopefully you'll find this helpful to decide which one is best for you. So let's first talk about stand-up infrared saunas. These types of saunas use infrared heaters compared to traditional saunas that use wood-burning stoves or electric heaters. Whilst traditional saunas heat up the air by pouring water over heated rocks and creating steam, infrared heaters use carbon or ceramic panels that emit infrared light waves that penetrate your skin and raise your core body temperature. Now, obviously, this causes you to sweat more profusely, which promotes relaxation and detoxification. However, one issue with infrared heating panels is that they also emit a small amount of EMF or electromagnetic fields, which can be harmful if you're exposed to it for too long. And this is why choosing a low EMF infrared sauna is important, but does usually cost more. So what are the pros of a stand-up infrared sauna? Well, there's no doubt about it. These things are simply spacious. The one I have here from Coils is a one-person sauna, although two people could actually fit into it. Once you set the temperature, it's ready to go in about 15 minutes, and you simply enter it, sit down, and enjoy the heat therapy. This one has lights in it that can change color, and different tone lighting can have soothing effects, and they can also play music via Bluetooth. Minimal cleaning is required in stand-up saunas if you use towels to sit on and under your feet. These saunas also have a wood panel finish that look quite good, giving almost a similar impression to the old style traditional steam saunas. The heating panels usually go to a maximum of 66 degrees Celsius, and they heat up the inside of the sauna nicely and do a great job of penetrating your body. Using this stand-up sauna, I've found that my body will sweat profusely from the deep soothing heat, and it has helped me with muscle recovery and simply plain relaxation. I found it's also made me feel like my skin is detoxified and rejuvenated, and has also helped with my sleep quality. So what are the cons of a stand-up infrared sauna? Well, the biggest con is cost. I mean, this one here from Coils is one of the most compact saunas they have, and it cost me $2,900. Now, mind you, this is a low EMF sauna, which is a little bit more expensive, but nevertheless, the cost is still high. And they only go up in price if you want a larger size sauna. And as I mentioned, EMF is a consideration. So you either have to limit your use of a sauna so as not to be overexposed to EMF, or you can pay a higher price to get a low EMF sauna. Another con is that this needs a dedicated space in your home. And for some, this just may not be practical. Maybe you simply don't have the space to have one of these. And not to mention that realistically, you can't shift these things around. Once they're put together, they generally stay in that place. And last of all, these things need to be assembled. You can either do it yourself if you're handy, or you need to pay someone to do it for you. Now let's shift our focus to the HeatPod Sauna Blanket. This is a portable option that offers a similar infrared experience, but in a more compact form. And as I mentioned in the intro, the HeatPod Sauna Blanket uses infrared heat coils that emit zero EMF. And it does this by shielding the heat coils with a conductive material that effectively blocks electromagnetic fields. So that is a big benefit with the HeatPod. Not to forget that these have such a compact design compared to the stand-up saunas. They are lightweight, they're easy to store, and perfect for those with limited space. And did I mention how easy they are to use? You simply lay it out, turn it on, jump inside, and enjoy the heat therapy without any complicated setup. So let's now talk about the pros of the HeatPod Sauna Blanket. The most obvious pro is cost. When you compare my stand-up Coils sauna, which is $2,900, the HeatPod is around $699. And this is simply much more budget friendly. It's quite convenient to use also. I mean, you can lay in it, you can sit up in it, you can listen to music or watch TV while you have your heat therapy session. The other big pro is portability. You literally can take this sauna blanket with you anywhere if you travel, or store it away in your closet if you have limited space. I really can't see myself carrying my Coils stand-up sauna, but the HeatPod can go anywhere with me. I found that the health benefits are the same as with my stand-up sauna. In the HeatPod, I felt heat penetrating my skin. It was relaxing, it was soothing, my skin was feeling detoxified through my perspiration, and I felt like good muscle recovery was taking place. And let's not forget that the HeatPod emits zero EMF, which means I am not exposed to any harmful effects of EMF, and that is a big factor. However, there are also some cons to consider with the HeatPod Sauna Blanket. You see, a sauna blanket has limited space, meaning you're confined to the blanket for the session. So that may not be as comfortable for some users. You don't really have the space to move around like a stand-up sauna. Now, another consideration is that even though the heat goes up to 85 degrees Celsius in the blanket, I found that it was still less intense heat compared to my stand-up sauna, which has a maximum heat setting of 66 degrees Celsius. Now, that's only my opinion and experience. However, my wife uses the HeatPod Sauna Blanket and feels that she gets the same amount of heat intensity as the stand-up sauna. So it may just come down to personal opinion on this. Another con is that this requires more cleanup than the stand-up sauna, in my opinion. Not that it's a lot of work, however, it will require a thorough wipe down of your perspiration at the end of your session. Whereas with the stand-up sauna, the towel you sit on and your foot towel is all you need to gather up to throw into the washing machine, and generally you don't really have to wipe down anything. So let me just give you my quick final thoughts. Which one should you choose? Should you choose the stand-up sauna or should you choose the sauna blanket? Well, if you have the space and the budget, a stand-up infrared sauna is a fantastic option that gives an immersive heat therapy experience. However, don't forget that EMF exposure risk is usually higher with these stand-up saunas, so it's important to look for low EMF versions, but that will add to the price tag. However, if you're looking for something that is portable, budget-friendly, and has zero EMF risk, then the HeatPod Sauna Blanket is an excellent alternative. Ultimately, it comes down to your personal preference and lifestyle. Both sauna options are fantastic and have amazing health benefits. And don't forget, if you're interested in getting your own HeatPod Sauna Blanket, I'll leave a link for you to check out in the description below. So that's it for the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this comparison helpful, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video.